Hello, everyone. Welcome to Moe Talk. We talk football. Look, I'm not. I'm just going to. I'm barely going to do a review. I'm just going to cut it straight to the chase. Like that was upsetting. That was an annoying game to watch. It felt. I don't know how to describe it, but I was so upset. First, where I watched the game with a friend, and he picks up his phone and he's like, Bayern Munich, they didn't save legs for the Chelsea game at whatsoever. They just went guns blazing and they got the job done. And there I was like, I hadn't seen the lineup as then. And then he shows me Chelsea's lineup, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "What's this?" My first reaction was right back for Fana. I'm like, Mariska, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you playing for Fana right back? The guy just came back from a very long injury. Why are you playing right back? Anyway, I said, let me see what's going to happen. When I noticed stats in the middle, and I'm like, decent player, at least from the little I've seen, decent player, but this is Brentford. I know a lot of people keep saying, yes, their star players are gone, their manager is gone, but it's still Brentford. Anyway, we make so many changes. Gittins, Hato, at least we maintain the midfield of Enzo and Caicedo. And João Pedro, of course, was up top. Pedro Neto on the right. And for me, it was really just that Fofana thing. That was it for me. It really, really put me off. The game started, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Everybody looks so tired, lethargic. We were not compact enough. Everything we did was just not enough. We're not compact enough. We're not marking the ball enough. When we were the ones with the ball, we're not attacking with enough aggressiveness. And at some point, it just felt like as if we just have the ball and we're strolling, we're walking. I'm like, what's going on? Didn't you get the memo? Because as far as I'm concerned, Premier League wise, should be challenging. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, relax, it's just the fourth game. It's just the fourth game. Next week will be the fifth. And the week after that will be the sixth and the seventh and the eighth. And then we get to December. Do you get my drift? Avoid it when it has to be avoided. And before you know what's going on, there's a beautiful ball. There's a beautiful ball by Henderson to, is it Shade or what's his name? And where does he come in from? Where else? Right back. Fofana, no man's land. He runs in, cuts back in, hits the ball through, hits Tossi, takes a little deflection off Tossi and into the net. At that point, I was still certain that, look, this game is ours. This game is ours. But 10 minutes after that goal, I became really nervous because of what I was seeing. I was hoping I would see a response. It's like someone just comes, walks up at you, sucker punches you, and you're a fighter, and you are expecting a response at least. And I'm not seeing anything. They're playing like we were playing like we were the ones ahead. And I'm like, here we go again. These people are going to do something very stupid tonight, aren't they? We kept on playing like that. And for me, you see Gittins, yes, I've said it that Gittins, he has pace, but he doesn't lift his head up to play. On top of that, he's raw. Gittins is raw. And to a large extent, Gittins, the amount of time this guy was ball watching. And I'm like, I get it, you are young, but for goodness sake, you've played at the top level. You know what it's like. Why are you ball watching? In fact, for me, that entire halfway line, that half side of the pitch for us was just horrendous. Hato was horrendous. Gete was awful. Buenanote, my God, Buenanote. You know, he's a good player, but you know these kind of players that they're just centered on passing. He passed so much that he didn't even realize when an opportunity came. It was right there in the first half. Take this thing. I just wished Liam Delap was in that game. Someone with a proper finisher's instinct. Buonanotte, it was a very, very short window, but he was in there. And I know a lot of you know the opportunity I'm talking about. And instead of my man to hit it, at least work the keeper, do something. He passes the ball. And it goes to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez thought he had already put it in, but of course, off target. Well, the first half finishes, 1-0. And there I was thinking, look, if Enzo Maresca does not make adjustment to this change, to this rotation that he's done, if he does not make changes immediately, we lose this game. Fair play to him. I said it. I said, look, we need quality going forward, and we also need quality at the back. We have two fullbacks. We have a left back in Marco Corella, and we have a right back in Reece James, who are both good at defending and attacking. So I said, look, first person off Fofana, get Fofana out of that pitch. Get Hato out of that pitch as well. And fair play, Maresca did that. I was also hoping that he'd take out Gittins, but he didn't immediately. Or did he? He didn't immediately. He took out Buenanote and he put in João Pedro. For me, there was, however, a clear chance at the first half, and it was João Pedro who missed his opportunity. And for me, João Pedro, I'm sorry, he was not in this game. I know a lot of you will say that, oh, but he gave the assist. He was not in this game. I don't know, maybe it's the whole Club World Cup or international duty or both taking its toll. I don't know. This game, and immediately after Enzo Maresca made those changes, you could instantly see the changes in gameplay. We became a little bit more quicker. We became a little bit more compact. We became a little purposeful with the ball. Shout out Enzo Maresca once again. He also let in Cole Palmer finally into the game. Gittins had to go. Tyrick George, who came in for Buenanote, had to move all the way to the left. And Cole Palmer assumed his role in central area. And fair play. I was loving what I was seeing. All of a sudden, we started looking like the Chelsea I know. And I was like, look, Enzo Maresca, Next time, you start with your strongest players. Secure the game and start making your changes to save legs. Because let's be honest, all of us to a large extent disrespected Brentford. And this is what we get for that disrespect. Enzo Maresca inclusive. The game continues. We're pressing, we're probing, and before we know what's going on, Cole Palmer hits. Bang! 1-1. And I'm like, yes, we're back in this game. We're back in this game. And Pedro Neto, oh my God, Pedro Neto. That is the one player from start to finish that impressed me the most. Pedro Neto, you are a fantastic player. He creates one chance, what looks like his goal scoring opportunity, and which should have killed the game off. But fair play Callagher, he saves the ball he stops Cole Palmer's hit. But I was still optimistic because I was loving what I was seeing. And before we know what's going on, Garnacho comes in. And I'm like, hey, I don't mind. If you're going to contribute, I don't mind. I really wasn't looking forward to you starting this game, playing in this game. But hey, I don't mind. And fair play to him. Okay, it's not really an assist because yes, he made the initial pass, but yeah, you get. Caicedo, top player. Hits the ball, takes his time, cues the ball, cuts it in. And the ball just swims through a sea of legs. Beats Callagher into the net 2-1. And I'm like, finally, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what has been building up. We finally get there, take the lead for the first time in this game. How many more minutes to go? The referee puts in 6 minutes to go. And we concede like that. From a throw-in. Fair play to Brentford once again with their long throws. I was so upset. And for those that will say, it's too early, and yet you sit there and say you want a title charge, I don't think you understand quite well the kind of teams you want to contend with. You want to contend with Liverpool. You want to contend with Arsenal. You want to contend with Man City, who seem to be struggling, by the way. I get it, no team is perfect, but let's call a spade a spade. You want the title? It's games like this you win. It's games like this that derails you. Win the game, go top of the league, temporarily, at least. Don't just look at it and say, oh, the league is still too early. No. If you want to challenge, you have to be on it from goal. You've thrown away 4 points already in 4 games. Or in your 4th game, 4 points already gone. How long do you think you keep excusing this away? Before you know anything, we're dragged back into a top 4 fight. I was really I'm hoping for something. Look, I'm not saying other teams will make mistakes, but they will make less mistakes. You want to capitalize on the likes of Liverpool? You have to be on it from goal. I will not sit here and make excuses. No. If I want the title, I demand the title. I demand consistency. Anyway, we've drawn. We don't go top of the league. Arsenal won today, 9 points, at par temporarily, I think, with Liverpool. We're eighth. We're 8 points. I haven't checked the table to know where we are right now. But yeah, what can we say? What can we say? I won't say it happens, because in truth it happens, but you can't say it happens and say you want to be in the title race at the same time. It don't blend. You want to be a champion, you have to demand for it. You have to dig deep. Why are you conceding with 6 minutes to go? You can't hold on. Anyway, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in another one. I apologize. You've not seen me all this while. I was actually ill, and I'm better now. Not 100%, but better. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys in another one. Take care.